Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom. And today I'm going to talk to you about Married at First Sight, Season 18, Chicago. It's called Cheat or Retreat. Okay? So hopefully everyone got a chance to watch the episode. Whether you watch it live, whether you watch it in person, the next day on streaming. I hope you're all caught up because listen, all right? Madison and Michelle came through. I had to represent for the two blonde sisters. So I decided to be blonde today, y'all. Okay. It's very temporary. All right. So we're gonna get to it. All right. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Okay. Hit that like button, whether you're live on the replay, and leave me your comments. And also I'm going to drop the link. So if you want to be a part of the discussion and be on the stage, feel free to do so. But also let's remember to keep any possible potential cuss words at a minimum. And if you're in the chat, please misspell the cuss words. All right. And you know what? I know y'all think this is the wig, but it's not though. It's not. It's some good old jumbo braid in here. I was not wasting my money on no blonde wig. Okay. Because I don't wear blonde. But I just wanted to get into character for the nonsense and the shenanigans that was going on this episode of Married at First Sight. So hello to everyone that's in the chat. And those of you who are in the bushes, hello. We have Courtney and Eddie. Hello there. Miss Tamika, hey girl, hey. Cynthia, hello. And what's it? S her by her Reggie. You will be Madison or Michelle interchangeably. Exactly. I'm glad you got the point. Exactly. That's why I put it up. Okay. Because as much as Michelle was going back and forth with Madison, I thought I would get into character. Now, hopefully it don't fall off my head. All right. Because, I got things going on. But all right. So we're just going to be Madison or Michelle. Depends on who it is. I just thought I would give it a little try. All right. What'd you say? You look good, boo? Girl, knock it off. Knock it off, but I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead and drop the link. And before I do that, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, got that there. Let's see, invite. I don't know why I do this as if I'm new to this. I do this every week, and you would think I would know where the buttons are every week. But for some reason, I don't. All right, so the link is dropped. So if you follow the Millennial Mom StreamYard, you'll be able to be on the panel if you choose to. And if you're new here and you want to be on the panel, I have to see your face first. And then if you're shy, you can mute your camera after that. Now, let me find my notes because somehow I may have deleted my notes. But listen, the retreat was a mess. If you could go around snatching folks for real, this would have been the episode of snatching folks. Or is that just me? Okay. I didn't say fight. We don't condone violence. I said snatching folks. Pick whoever you want to snatch, all right? Because, anyways, all right. I see you backstage. We can go ahead and pop you up if you're ready. You ready backstage?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey,
all right,
y'all.
there you are. Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. Hey. How are you? Hey. Got a little snowstorm going on, but that's okay. We're in Michigan.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. We, meaning out here where I'm from, where I'm at, we're actually getting rain tomorrow, and it'll be the first time in 6 months it's rained.
Oh.
Well, we live in the desert, 6 months.
What?
So, that's not, rain isn't like necessarily a good thing when it hasn't rained for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the weather tomorrow, but after tomorrow, it's going to be moving on somewhere else. So y'all be prepared. It could turn into snow. Just like, All right. Anyways, did you get a chance to watch the episode, ma'am?
Yes, I literally just finished it.
You did? Oh, okay.
Because I fell asleep on it last night. I shouldn't have, but yeah. Yeah, it was a long day.
Courtney says, not snow, keep it with you.
Only about 4 inches. That ain't nothing. That's light work.
Girl, if you say so. I don't even
Yeah.
know what that is. Let me find my notes for. I think I may have accidentally deleted my own notes from yesterday.
Uh-oh.
That's okay because y'all keep me up to date. Are you ready, backstage? Backstage told me this morning, bright and early West Coast time, that he changed his name. He is no longer known as Devontae or Vontae. He is known as Team David, and that's why I am Michelle and Madison. This side is Michelle, and this side is Madison.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Devontae. I'm Team David too.
I mean, it's messed up, but
It is. I am. Unpopular opinion.
It's
But
very unpopular. It's very unpopular. And I'm going to tell you why. I wasn't going to go in show order, but I think we'll just talk about the show just in general. We'll leave the David and Allen conversation at the end, but everything else we'll fill in and then get to that towards the end, okay? Because if you're I'm going to say, I know you didn't make you a shirt today, but that's your I get a shirt. If you're on this show, right, and yes, Michelle has said some nasty, uncomfortable things to David about how she didn't like his appearance, how he's living, blah, blah, blah. But listen, listen. If he is going to be pushed away the way he was and feels, is it okay 2-3 weeks later to already be on your phone getting coffee and lunch to people you was already with, talking to on Tinder already before we knew about Madison? 2-3 weeks in the marriage, is that okay? Because to me that says you weren't real. You were talking out both sides of your mouth. You said you was trying, but then you was doing these other things. So now we get to the eclipse of now he's creeping with Madison. So now it's like, oh, well, because you weren't this, and that. But at the same time, he calls himself trying. He can't have his cake and eat it too. That's why I'm not Team David on this. And I kind of am looking at him sideways. Because guess what? He didn't have to stay. He could have bounced just like Sketchy and all the other contestants who have been on the show before if he wanted to go out and be satisfied with whoever he wanted to be satisfied with. That's all I'm saying. And for Madison, yes, everyone is attracted to somebody else, whether you're in a relationship or not. But if you take your time out to, make good with that, they both decide to stay and write it out through decision day. No, they're going to say no. After decision day, if they want to be together, cool. But it's not a good look. And to me, it's not a good look. So that's why I'm not Team David with this. Like, to me, it comes down to a moral issue for me. And I understand why he feels pushed away, but he was already admitted he was texting other people before we even knew about Madison. That's why I'm not Team David. So what y'all think about that?
I mean, I just feel like I get what you're saying. Like I get like David was wrong. If 3 weeks in you and Madison was, I don't think it was 3 weeks in, they was hanging out, but I mean they go to the gym. I mean, if I was a swimmer, if I like to swim, when I had like
Okay.
a place with a pool, I like to swim. So if we was on this show and it was somebody else that liked to swim, we'd probably get cool because not we on a TV show, we gonna talk. I ain't about to be on a TV show with you, see you at the pool, hey, and just keep swimming on the other side. So I mean, it only makes sense that they like, you know, got cool. So I mean, that's why you don't talk to everybody about your problems. But Michelle sucks so bad.
Yeah.
When you just with a terrible person, you just don't talk to anybody. Just like, hey, how you doing? Sure. Going through it, you already know how life is. So and I guarantee you gotta think, Madison was around on the bus when Michelle was being terrible to him. So she probably did feel like, dang, I feel bad for you. Like, I mean, Alan talked too much and long-winded, but he
He
ain't
is.
as bad as her. Like excuse me, she's just terrible. She like a brat. Like, oh, he
What do you
doesn't
think?
have this, he doesn't have that. Okay, where's the other man? Since he's a terrible person, where is your man at? Where's this other man? Because ain't nobody dealing with you to the point that your friends that signed you up for this show.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Tamika? Two Team Davids. I ought to mute y'all mic. But go ahead.
Now I absolutely understand what you're saying. And he, even with the texting, no, I don't condone it, but I get it, because you're not gonna keep pushing me away when he was actually trying. Hey, puppy. Ooh. But yeah, even when he was actually trying, she kept harping on him living next to the Black and Decker washer and dryer. So it was, and then when you going to the gym or going whatever you're doing with someone, and then y'all having a connection, and then y'all are both saying, "Hey, okay, what can you help me? Well, you help me, help you, help me," and she can't be mad because she pushed him away. Because now she mad and bent out of shape and got an attitude about it. You didn't want this man in the first place. Now you mad because somebody else want him? She can have her cake and eat it too either. You can't be mad and push this man away, and then after he get pushed away and you push him into somebody else's arms, or you push him to another person to have a connection with, and an emotional connection is far worse than a physical connection. Because with the emotional, you got the head and the heart. So it's like, you can't be mad, sis. You can't, well, she ain't my sis, but you can't be mad that you didn't want him. And now somebody else wants him. Now you got an attitude.
Right. But this was Michelle last night. And Miss Omega said, preach, sis. Michelle was like, what side I say was Michelle? This side? Hold on.
Yeah.
So you didn't have no text message? Okay, no text message. So you didn't have nothing in your phone? No. Okay, she didn't have nothing in her phone. So you know what I'm saying? She had a reporter, Nancy Drew, like I saw the comments, all that stuff. She was going in, but I will say towards the end, I thought she was getting a little bit nitpicky, because if David told her he didn't want to talk, she didn't have to keep coming to him talking about, want to talk. But let me show you this.
That's what she gets.
Let me show y'all this, and this is courtesy of the MAFS fan, and some of y'all may have seen this already if you're on Instagram on the MAFS fan. Now, Madison has a brother-in-law, okay? And so I thought it was very interesting. Again, shout out to the MAFS fan on Instagram. I thought it was very interesting what Madison's brother-in-law looks like. Have y'all seen the picture?
No.
I'm going to show y'all the picture. Here we go.
Whose brother is that?
That's her sister's husband, her brother-in-law. So she trying to be with somebody that looks like her brother-in-law. Matter of fact, her sister, whatever her sister's name is. Oh, wait, this is Madison.
That's Tiffany.
Right?
That's where he got Tiffany from.
Listen, her sister need to keep an eye out for her sister. Because let me show y'all again. Hold on now. Again, shout out to the MAFS fan on Instagram. Hold on. The resemblance.
Talk about a copy and paste.
Now, how come
that's like he moving. Like, I gotta see. They do look similar though, but I need to see.
Yeah, they look similar. Like they could be first cousins. But the point is, if Michelle was detailed about what she wanted in a man, a light-skinned black man, then Madison clearly should have been clear about that too. Okay. All right, let me read some comments.
But I don't think maybe Madison didn't want that type, but when they had that connection, at the gym, maybe she kind of like, okay, dang, I'm looking at him differently now.
Right. Flowers for me. Michelle did what we all should: spot an F-boy and shut him down before he even gets a chance. David admitted to cheating with Madison on the honeymoon. So why are they even on the show? For attention?
No. She ain't spotting nothing.
Hold on, let me read the comments. Team David. We wish it wasn't another wife. Flowers from me says Michelle was an MVP. She was right and help herself. And Alan, get to the point. David and Madison's a loser. Cynthia, you say, wow, he looks like David. Absolutely. Miss Omega says, while Michelle was playing investigative reporter. Okay. Y'all lucky I didn't get no Carmen Sandiego hat. All right.
Okay.
It was like,
wait a minute, I can't read the rest of that.
that was the most conversation she had in David with 6 weeks. That's true.
No,
That's
period.
True. Courtney says, was agreeing. And hey, Rose, Michelle has a right to be mad at David because he cheated with her alleged friend, then lied his butt off to her face. Here's my girl. This is Millennial. She's in the chat.
Hey,
that's Crafting Virgo. She says, girl, you put that picture on? Take that off. Her hair is wilder than I expected. Get another picture before I put you up. Jewel says David was messing with Madison since the honeymoon. And hey, and then D, you says, Mom ready for David. Yes. So Millennial was here, but she has something to do. So she was in the chat today because I was going to have her on as a special guest. Don't be, girl, change your picture. Let's see. Courtney says hello, and Sandra says hello, everyone. Anyways, so let's start at the beginning of the retreat. Why was Michelle so salty that she thought that no one was listening to her when it came to what was really going on before we all got into the details? Why was she so salty? She was in the kitchen like, well, I don't feel like anyone was really listening and all this other stuff. But it's just the fact of the retreat isn't just for you, Michelle. I know Michelle came to bust out David and what was going on. So I think that really Michelle took all that personal, because even Juan, and I'm not necessarily a Juan fan either, but even Juan was like, calm down a little bit. Like, this is not the time or place. But eventually we did see what happened, right? So, D Hardaway says fake tears.
Thank you, D. Thank you. Saying what exactly we've been saying. Y'all all follow for oh, nobody's
right.
ain't
Millennial
nobody
says,
watching.
right. Millennial says, or Cassandra says, the retreat is always scandalous, isn't it? It's always
something.
Every year.
But you know how crazy you got to be to take a trip up to a couples retreat, knowing you can't stand your partner from jump. You not gonna say yes. You not couples retreats is usually to be around other couples and to like
Unwind.
unwind.
Hold on, Devontae and Tamika. I'm hearing there's someone said there's feedback in the chat. You guys have other devices or an Apple EarPods in?
I do.
You do? Okay.
What about now?
I'm Team Android.
Okay. Is there in the feedback now? Let us know if there's feedback now. So, anyways, Cassandra says the audacity of the genie, which talk about David. And Miss Omega says Michelle loves to play the victim. It seems as though her mission was to make David look bad. She's been doing that all season. That's better. So maybe it was your earpods, Devontae.
On my AirPod? All right.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Now, you know who laid low this whole entire episode? Was two people. It was Juan and Karla, who did an ADT commercial. Okay.
Thank you. I said, Nate was like, I was like, that was the worst. That was the worst promo I ever seen. Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it's ADT. Oh, this app is so easy to use. If I get a place, I would love ADT. I said, why are y'all on here promoting ADT like we don't know what ADT? I thought that was Juan app for me. I was like, Juan, you work for ADT.
But the point is, like, they're so boring. They had to give them a commercial within the show.
So boring. So boring.
Anyways, the other couple that laid low, well, not even, it was Thomas and Camille. But what Thomas say? He said, there's way too much drama. He was just in the bed. He was
right.
relaxed.
We didn't see him the whole retreat.
right? What you supposed to do with retreat or getaway? You relax, you eat. You know, that's what he was doing. He goes, I don't have time for this. Anyways, let me read a couple more comments. Flowers for Me says Karla and Juan got the full experience with no drama. David's a loser, looked bad. He got evicted from his apartment and lives in his parents' basement. Okay. And Rose says, I like Juan and Karla. They're just writing this out until D-Day, waiting for their checks. I like Karla. I'm not necessarily a Juan fan.
Juan sucks. I like Karla. Juan is just, why you here? Why you wasting our time? Why you wasting our time?
You too.
Like, you wasting our time. Like, dude, you're doing nothing. You're literally just giving blanket advice. It's like, hey guys, I think we need to pay attention to your wife. Your wife over there basically in La La Land throwing herself.
Wait a minute, but she homeless too. So what's what? So they like her over David? David? I mean, he homeless. I mean, he's living with somebody.
Flowers must be Michelle, because this is ridiculous. You were seeing this show. You were seeing this show all wrong.
Stop.
All wrong.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic. You know you have any kind of opinion as long as it's not too vulgar. But Cassandra, putting me on blast, so I'm gonna read it, even though you know I don't like this picture, and I'm gonna talk to you about it after I get off this live. But anyway, it says, not gonna lie, I haven't watched.
Let her be young.
But Mom made me. I just didn't like the way they were lying in the girl's face. Then it seemed like 30 minutes later, the girl wanted to be honest. So she talked about Michelle and Madison and all that stuff. And then she also says, the lady's husband is better than me. I would have had words for the genie, then words for the wife. Like, who was he to say how his feelings are for his wife? That's true.
Alan
I get it, because that's my baby. I know
Alan wasn't gonna do nothing. I knew Alan wasn't gonna do nothing. He was sitting there drunk. I said, "Oh, even the liquor ain't gonna make
messing up these good people' house."
I was like, that was the worst tantrum I ever said. I said, boy, you might as well went upstairs.
Look, Devontae, excuse me, Team David. Don't be. She said, whoever Flowers for Me says, don't be hating on me.
Okay, Michelle.
D. Hardaway says Thomas was in his nightcap for sleep. One of Madison was in Karla's room. I don't know where she was. She was trying not. Oh wait, what side is I said? No,
but
why would that text message be from me? What? Girl, get out of here.
I believe that she might not have known about the text message. I mean, he sent it to her anyway.
No, you can't convince me they didn't try to get this story together before they even came up to the retreat.
I don't think Madison knew about the text message, because she looked genuinely surprised when he said it was supposed to come to her, and she was like, "But why?" So I think she was genuinely surprised.
I think they really start feeling each other. Like, I think they both just start feeling each other, and they both, like, you know, when you got a connection with somebody, like a connection, like, it's easy to have stuff in common, but a connection is different. When we finishing each other's sentences and we just connecting, like, wow, like, you think like that too? Wow, like, you know, somebody just get you, like, that's different. So I get it. Like, I feel so bad for Alan. I feel so bad for Alan. But
Alan should have been in that gym.
Alan not even should have been in the gym, because you can't change everything for nobody. But I feel like, first of all, you shouldn't spend no $3,000 on clothes. First of all,
listen,
$3,000.
like, you should have went to Men's Warehouse. He should have went to K&G.
He ain't had to $3,000 and Invisalign.
Okay,
right. TJ Maxx.
Okay, Invisalign, she help you out for the next one. It don't matter. The clothes, I mean, $3,000. You shouldn't have spent that on. Why you spending $3,000 to impress somebody that ain't trying to be impressed by you? She already said, even if you got buff or you wore nice clothes, you still ain't her type. It don't matter.
And she told him that she wasn't attracted to him.
That's true. But what do we think though about? I understand that Michelle, like I said, was in her Nancy Drew, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Michelle was in her Nancy.
She was
Drew,
in her,
but her constantly going around to every. Right, from David to Madison, from Madison to David to Emem to this and that. I'm like, you have your answers, right? You have your answers. I don't understand why she kept picking like every conversation, because it was still the same answer she was getting. I think that it took when maybe Madison found out, girl, this hair is falling in my eyes. That when she talked to Allen is when things started to roll. It's when they started to roll. Because I don't think they would have said anything. They were still playing games, and
them
all
games
this other stuff.
That was a terrible game. Why would y'all be playing all that? Who you think is the most
I wrote
likely
it down.
to?
The games are who's most likely to. So it was like who's most likely to die first in the horror movie. The answers were Michelle and David. Who's most likely to have a tantric yoga party or orgy? I was like, everybody knows that's Karla. Okay. Most likely to become exotic dancer. Alan said Juan. Now Alan's answer was a little out there, especially with his name.
His answer was a little
because of this boy, right?
You watch Medea, you know what I'm talking about. Tambourine play.
Because of his pool boy body, but then it's like, who's most likely to? It says become a latex play. I have never heard that before. And Alan was like, "Oh, I thought that was the norm." I'm like, "Is it?"
It's not.
So apparently, that's some kinky boot stuff going on. Who's most likely to get caught? David. Even Madison wrote down David, but then David wrote Thomas. I'm like, why would you put Thomas? Everybody knows it's you.
He's probably like, don't put me.
I mean, but Thomas picked himself because he said, "Who most likely to get caught?" Thomas got caught cheating. Thomas and told us all he got cheating. Well, the only person I know that got caught cheating other than me, Thomas. I would have never put myself. I would have put anybody's name down there.
Right. Let me read some comments. D. Hardaway says about Alan, leave Alan alone. I wish Alan could have gone home. They're going to keep picking at him. Jules says she deleted the messages. Michelle said she saw text messages between Madison and her friends talking about David on the after show. I did see the after show, yeah. Miss Omega, you say Madison should not have let Alan on for that long. I think that once he confessed his feelings, she felt really bad and had to come clean. I don't know about that one.
I mean, she only came clean because Michelle was Nancy Drew. She ain't really come clean for his feelings. I think after a while she did start to see. But Alan, why you falling for somebody that don't like you? So that means you fall for everybody. Because she was literally giving you nothing to fall. How you fall for somebody who gave you nothing? She come home 3 a.m. every day. Y'all talking about basic stuff. That's you falling in love with that? Sir, you don't know. You don't know what love is. And you need to stop trying to get married and learn how to love yourself, because there ain't no way.
Right. Cassandra or Millennial says, I can't believe he spent $3,000 on clothes and she still wasn't impressed. That's wild. For someone who shops at Burlington's, no shade. Shut up. And she goes,
hey, I shopped at Burlington, TJ Maxx.
I know, but Madison is more, she likes things up. Because what she's
more of a sheen.
Yeah, but she's like, we go on a date. He needs to wear like tuxes and things like that. So she wants to be like high class. And anyways.
Have she not seen David though? But never mind.
Flowers for Me says, y'all are about to hit on that. No, I'm not hating on Alan. I like Alan.
Alan, no, he got the short end of the stick in this.
I feel bad for Alan, but again, you grown. You know better. You know better. This girl don't like you. You 30. I'm 31. I don't know. I think Alan older than me. Come on now. I'm not about to keep wasting my time. This girl don't like. I'm not gonna spend no money. Okay, I might do the process to at least try. I do the process. I done signed up for a TV show. Have my family come here all embarrassing on TV. At least I'm gonna finish the experiment. Unless in this case now he got the out. It don't even matter at this point. But I'm just like married at first sight. Y'all can't really afford for Alan and them not to be on the show, because who we gonna be looking at? Thomas.
Let's roll into when Michelle talks to Alan in the kitchen, and she's asking him, "Do you think there's text messages? Do you think they're texting? Because they go to the gym together." And Alan, I can't believe he was like, "No, I don't think. No." I said, "Really? You never thought that they would meet at a certain time at the gym, like they would not have a phone?" You would think the entire cast has each other's phone numbers for production reasons or whatever, right? But no. And Michelle is being as calm as she can be. talking to Alan like, well, do you think, they've ever communicated outside of here? She didn't say that she heard anything just yet about being at the club. When she did mention it, he's like, oh no, I was there too, but I went home. And she was like, Michelle did that. Like, think about it, Alan. He was still like trying to make his food and a drink. And he was like, no. I was like, come on, Alan. To me, I know we found out at the end, he said he was, in love, had feelings for her, but y'all think do you think he was blinded with love?
No.
To not see this? Because he's seen all these other red flags, because he was like, oh, I thought she went out because I made some frivolous comment. She stayed out and I was not being a good husband or something, whatever he said. I'm like, no, that was her reason to get away. Every time they had a conversation, she would find something.
Yeah.
To say, like, oh, you hurt my feelings, to leave. And so standing in that kitchen, I was like, he can't be this blinded by love. But what y'all think online and in the comments? What y'all think?
He's slow.
You just think
I didn't say that. He wanted this more than she wanted it. When she told him, I'm not attracted to you, that should have been right there, point blank. Okay, we're done. I can't, if you're not attracted to me, why am I, doing this so hard to get her to be attracted to me? No, I went to the gym a couple of times. I did this. I did that. I got a Invisalign. I bought $3,000 worth of clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, you keep doing all this stuff, and she like, yeah, but I still don't like you.
Let me go back up to a comment that Courtney said. You're right. I remember when they were saying that, when they were trying to spend time with each other before. Alan has not been in a lot of relationships. He even talked about a girl that broke his heart when he was younger. Alan just may not have a lot of experience in relationships.
He said he was like
12. He's what, 36 now?
And he give me vibes that on week 3 he's in love. He confessed his feelings. He ready to almost move in. He moved.
Wait a minute. Did they kiss at the at the wedding?
Yeah, they kissed at the wedding, and that was
he probably like, okay, yeah, I love her.
Yeah,
she kissed me. I love her.
He one of them, and I just think, I think he's a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a great guy. I think he gonna make somebody a great husband one day. But Alan, you got to know when to trust your gut and read the room. Your wife ain't coming home every night to 3 a.m. That is not a woman who loves you or has potential to love you. You just got married.
First night.
The first night. That was 2 strikes right there. First night ain't come home. First night, we supposed to be trying to be together. We ain't even did nothing. We ain't, we ain't got intimate, none of that. She's supposed to be trying to figure you out. She got all the way on the TV show to find a husband. And then as soon as she get back, the first thing she want to do is be with her friends. Yeah. Come on now. You got your friends your whole life. They ain't going nowhere. You know exactly what your girlfriend's going to be. They're going to be at Bar 52 like they always be on Thursday. It ain't nothing changing because they ain't got no man. Now you got a man. And she ain't even trying to be there with you, Alan. And I just feel like he's a cool dude. But first of all, you overtalk, Alan. Just get to the point. And then if you gonna make a joke, your joke need to be in 10 seconds. Your joke shouldn't be he jokes like Marlin, the fish, the Nemo daddy. Remember when he kept trying to tell the joke?
I can't say nothing about that because I, in regular conversation, can be very long-winded till I get all my points across. That's me. I can relate to Alan with that because I want you to know exactly how I feel. Millennial or Cassandra can tell you about that because her and her brother be like, when I get started, because they already know it's going to be about 15 minutes to get one point across. But real quick, let me make a couple comments, and I'm going to go back up here. Cynthia says, I'm Team Michelle. She's the one that took off Alan's blinders. Stop, Devontae. Cassandra or Millennial says, I think he was doing whatever to make it work because that's what you're supposed to do on the show. Try, unlike some unfaithful clout chasers. Okay. Shout out to Michael. That's for you, Rose. Okay. Rose says, Alan has been far too trusting. He was so blindsided by his his attraction to her, they ignore the red flags. Flowers for Me says, how many of us have missed red flags while juggling life? He works, films for 10 hours, and still tries to invest in a whirlwind relationships. Okay. Courtney says, but the attraction part can change. She even said that part can change. I think she was stringing him along. Miss Omega agrees. What you say? I agree, Devontae, because I ain't finna type no team. And then Flowers for Me also says, y'all acting like producers, don't be pressing them to try more and the audience wants to see more. Hashtag Team David is a hater. No, production does have ways to produce and keep going. But for this one episode, I don't think they had to really talk to Madison. I think Madison was going to break anyways because she couldn't take the. So let's just go ahead and roll into.
But how are people team Michelle? And Michelle, I'm not saying that like she deserves to be cheated on, none of that. I'm not trying to say that. But y'all not about to sit here and act like this woman is a great person and she deserves a great guy. She's terrible. She's judgmental. She's shallow. Soon she seen that he didn't have what she had, on her level. Oh, he automatically not on my level. You beneath me, and I can't be around nobody. A basement. I could never. Like, even you didn't even get the chance even see if he had a savings. You didn't even try. You didn't try. You keep saying you try. If this is trying, I would hate to see what you don't try.
Yeah, but
this is terrible.
No, but we get that. Well, let me speak for me. I get that, and I think a lot of people get that too. But does that supersede what his actions were because of that? Is it okay that he was still going and getting people coffee, lunch, breakfast, dinner that he used to date on Tinder? Is that okay?
It wasn't okay, but you also ain't trying. You ain't trying.
But even if it wasn't Madison, would it be okay? Or should he have just walked away?
I mean, he could have walked away, but production probably said you can't walk away because we already ain't got Ikechi. Karla and Juan is boring. Camille Thomas arguing about who blacker. This show is already in the tank. We need somebody to stay. We need somebody to stay. If y'all leave, we gonna be stuck with Juan and Karla making sound bowls. I'm yum 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 yay. I'm yum 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 yay in the corner somewhere, wasting our time. Juan cutting his beard, looking like
the guy, the Colombian guy.
I just feel like she shouldn't have been cheated on, but like she didn't care. She did all this for real. You probably just as bad as Madison. Because you did Alan wrong. You should have been said something.
Yeah.
You knew
you
had all the dirt. You waited till he went all the way to the tree. So he was all happy. He was living his best little life, getting his little drink on. He about to make him a plate. Oh, did you know? Just let you know my husband cheated on your wife. But it's okay. I'm sorry. Like, what? Alan getting towed up. She wasn't even there when he was crying. You just confront David.
Hold on. Rose says Madison was stringing Alan along and had him thinking that by changing himself, the attraction could grow. I 100% agree with that. Absolutely. She did that knowing there was nothing going on.
But when have somebody ever changed who they are and ever got the person? That never happens unless you got what?
Miss Omega says it's been 6 weeks and no kissing, hand holding, leg rubbing, any intimacy. You can't tell that the other person was into you. Come on now.
Right. It don't take 6 weeks. You living with a girl 6 weeks, she ain't held your hand. Y'all still hot, giving church hugs. Alan, come on. Get it in your head. There ain't no such thing as developing. It develops in the first weeks we ain't touch. We get it. We just met each other. Okay, week 2, we holding hands. Week 3, okay, we may be cuddling. Week 4, it may happen. It may not. It may be at least a little touching. That's progress. Y'all ain't making no progress. I'm sure
they haven't even seen each other with no clothes on.
Probably not.
I thought she said he ain't mind being naked around her. I think he just whipped it out one day. I think she said like
he was probably disgusted.
I don't know. I just feel like Michelle, she ain't keep it real. Michelle did all this so she didn't have to be like, what's the girl who I'm a good person. She
Yeah.
made sure it's because
Alyssa.
if David wasn't so messy, when this show would have ended, she would be
Mhm.
just on the same level
As
as
a
I'm not a
listener.
good person. But now David threw her a lifeline, so now it's gonna be I'm Team Michelle. She's seen her F boy
Hold
before
on,
soon as she walked
Devontae.
down the aisle.
Hold on. Cynthia says Michelle kept it real. She was rude, but I still like you, Devontae.
Michelle, I'm starting to be scared for y'all people. If Michelle is the realest on the show,
S. Her by Hooray G says Michelle was good at showing that he couldn't be truthful. I agree with that. Courtney says, I agree Michelle's not the best, right? That doesn't supersede anything. I don't think so. Yes, Romel, Juan and Karla are boring. Miss Omega says, can they walk away? Don't they have contractual obligations which require them to stay? Well, we've seen people walk away before.
We walk away way early.
yeah, but they ain't never had 2-3 couples walk away. Ain't no way. How you gonna do a 2-hour show with 2 couples? This show gonna be canceled on week 1.
That's why it's going to Peacock.
How y'all gonna review? What would we be talking about if it was just Juan, Karla, Camille, and Thomas? This live gonna be 10
that would be so boring.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 10 minutes.
20-minute live.
I guarantee production was like, look, y'all, we cannot afford for y'all to walk away. We are up the ante. I don't know what you need. What bill you laid on?
It wouldn't even be a live. It would be a video because there'd be no reason to come live.
Exactly. They can't afford it. Ikechi already sucked. So that was
right.
D. Hardaway says the first day she said it was horrible that he smoked. That's Michelle. You don't say that 10 minutes after they're married, Michelle is horrible.
Exactly.
Let's see. Did I read that already? Wait. Let me read this one. Flowers for me. You're on the roll, Flowers for me. Okay. It says Team Michelle. How are you not Team Michelle? You should be judgmental. How is David desirable? David started cheating a few days into marriage. You care about dingy basement guy, and then goes on to say Michelle. Oh, not that one. Sorry, Romel. Michelle was truthful. David pretended to be a good guy and lied.
But where did he?
Madison is evil.
Madison is.
I mean,
I'm gonna call her evil.
It looks,
but that's yeah.
But
I'm gonna say,
but like I said, it looks like because he's with another active cast member. It looks like he's a bad guy. He's not this. He's not that. That's how it looks. So
is this victim of circumstance?
Like I said, does it really supersede? Because it's truly cheating. It's cheating, even if you're pushed away.
It's really cheating,
but doesn't supersede what Michelle said. So it's like really the lesser of two evils. That honestly is what it is. Like he did it because he said he wasn't getting the attention and the affection from his wife, but at the same time he was saying that, you know, I want to try, I like your honesty, this and that, when he was already on the creep. So does it supersede the ugliness that Michelle said in the beginning? I think that's the issue. You know, it depends on like where you fall in line with that.
I mean,
and to me, it doesn't supersede it.
I feel like him cheating is worse than what she did in the beginning, yes. But again, the worst thing is Michelle is going around investigating like you care. In a couple weeks, you about to tell this man, no, you're a bum. I never want to be with you. I don't know why they put me with you. So why are you sitting here investigating somebody you don't care about?
That you don't want to be with.
If I don't want to be with you, why am I gonna care if you out with Madison? My only concern will be telling Allen, like, hey, I ain't about to even argue with David because what do I care? I'm not about to be with him. I just feel like they got a connection. Look, the experts are terrible pickers. They terrible pickers.
Mm-hmm.
So if the experts were better, they would have probably.
No, but D said, excuse me, they fell for each other. I think they were the original couple and producers switched them.
Michelle should have never been picked. How'd you pick her?
Right.
How? Bland.
Well, how they picked him too. He wasn't ready. Michelle wasn't ready, and David wasn't ready. So the couple they put together, neither one of them weren't ready for their own reasons. Miss Omega said, if Michelle doesn't like him, why does she care? Wasted energy.
Because she want to be the victim. Finally,
she want to be
gave her what she needed. Oh my God!
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she got to be right.
So let me fake like I care and I'm so hurt. And
Yep.
I'm just like, how do
Yep.
you feel? So are you sorry? Are you sorry? Are you sorry? And if I was David, I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry that I didn't tell you sooner. That's what I'm sorry about. I'm sorry
Mm-hmm.
that I hurt Alan. I'm really sorry that I
All
hurt
right.
Alan.
Well,
Right.
the chat is split. The chat is split. Some are a lot of it's 50. He's not a good guy, and
No, she should have. She got to be right. That's why she was, mad about people weren't talking about her because she got to be the center of attention. I got to be right. And woe is me. Woo, woo, woo. My parents was cheating on. Now I'm cheating on. The cycle continues. Now she has a narrative and everybody's like, oh, poor Michelle, poor Michelle. And it's like, no, you didn't want this man. And now you mad because somebody else do.
She's talking about Michelle
right.
came to Victor, and I guarantee in 2 years Michelle gonna be the same alone Victor she been.
Just like Alice. Yeah, just like what's her name?
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move to the part we're gonna go to this part where Madison and David finally got together and talked about how they liked each other, and then we're gonna roll into David talking to Alan. So I thought it was very bold of those two to sit down and have a conversation. Didn't you see Michelle in the kitchen with her drink, looking at them going to wherever they was walking to?
Oops.
I'm just saying. I just thought it was interesting.
She didn't want to. I just baffles me. You did not want this man. Now you mad because somebody else do. Right. It's like, what's that? Mike Jones? Nobody wanted me, and now I'm all this, everybody on me. Yeah.
Right now Michelle probably, she probably head over here. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Women like David? Wait a minute.
I'm his
maybe the basement ain't so bad. I mean, I could get some Febreze. She probably thought about it real quick.
Take your clothes over there.
No. She didn't think about that. She thought about this. Let me show you again. Her brother-in-law. But the point is, when they sat down and they were she was saying, that she could finally breathe now. I think we can pursue something. I think we could have something here. And, David admitting the text message was really for her, which we all knew anyways. And just, didn't he call her babe? He was like, let's do this, babe. I said, babe? She already babe?
Mm-hmm. They zinged. It's over. It's over.
It's just the point of, I thought that was also, you're not going to like this, but I also thought that it was also the audacity for them to have that conversation at the retreat house. The vibe was already hot from Michelle. Let me jump back. The vibe was already hot from Sketchy putting 1 of 4 pages of the divorce papers. Then it was Michelle, because remember it rolled from the Sketchy to Michelle bring up conversation at the table, and then went from the table and then continued on. So the house was already hot. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm sure they would have had the conversation regardless, Madison and Michelle, but I just didn't think it was like the right time, because it's like, well, I guess we're not going to be on the creep later on because people already have their eyes on us, something like that. But I just feel like, again, if they wanted to pursue something, they should pursue it after decision day, since they both are sticking it out, right? But even, Madison was like, well, I guess, Alan's going to be hurt, and, I don't think I could be in my marriage anymore. I mean, you out every how many days a week? 4 days a week, 4 nights a week. Production had to show us, so you already not in your marriage,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I didn't think
they already disrespected him. I mean, Alan's already crying, hurt, drunk. I mean, at this point, it's messed up. But again, am I gonna deny my connection, possibly be the love of my life, for somebody I met 3 weeks ago that I don't really care for? It's messed up to say. But at the end of the day, I don't know Alan. I mean, we know each other a little bit now, but it's no connection. It's like he just talking about stuff, and she probably be zoning out. Oh, what are you laughing at? I said nothing funny. I don't know. Like, I just don't think. I don't think like it's messed up. It's a messed up position, but I feel like I don't think they should like be on the show on camera going on dates or nothing like that. That's crazy. But I feel like at this point, y'all got terrible experts. So at this point, I'm surprised this ain't happened 100 times on this show because, like, I mean, they ain't got nothing in common.
Well, I did see a comment from remember Lindsay and Mark the Shark?
Yes.
Boston season, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay was in the comments last night of this episode and was saying she wasn't surprised because on her season there was a husband that was texting other women too, and she insinuated it was her husband. I was like, oh. Anyway, all right, let's move to the nitty-gritty of this. So now David, since everybody wants to talk to each other, right? Now David decides he wants to talk to Alan. But before that, we saw Alan in the bed looking at his phone, and Madison came in and was asking him if he was all right. I'm like, you know he's not all right. You know he's thinking stuff like that. So is it me? And I'm going to use Sketchy's word on this. Do you think that David was being aggressive when he was talking to Alan? I think he could have came in with a little more, you don't think so? A little more like, not as like, yeah, you know, she knows more about me than, you know, my own wife. Do you think he had to get to that level, that tone he was using when he was talking to Alan?
This a man we talking to. This is two men talking. I mean, you already know. First of all, you already know what's going on. So the Band-Aid, I gotta rip the Band-Aid off. Look, he said it like this. How else you was gonna explain it to him? Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen, Alan. I really didn't. You my friend or my boy, whatever. They ain't really friends. We really just on the show together. I mean, who else we gonna bond with? Whatever. So it's just like I like you, bro. But I mean, we just got a connection. And it just happened. It didn't intend. We was literally just working out, pumping iron, and we just got to talking. I mean, we gonna talk. We see each other every day, and they probably go to the gym for a good hour. If that's almost like a gym date every day. So they got to know. What?
Hold on, David. Hold your chat. I cannot believe you asked this in the chat, young lady. You could text me this. Is coleslaw and cabbage the same? You asking this in the chat?
Fried.
Such a daughter. I love it.
I don't think so.
It depends on.
You must know my daughter.
Are you making something? Text me, okay? Thank you. Text me. I got my phone right here. Anyways, all right. Go ahead, Devontae.
I was just saying, like, I mean, there was no other way for him to say it. I think he just, because Alan was just like, but you don't do this. He was just like, look, she know more about me than my wife. My wife don't care about me. Michelle in there, he really should have said, look, I know this messed up. We ain't did nothing physically. We literally just, we have a connection and we just acknowledged it upstairs. We just had a conversation. We acknowledged that we do have a connection. We acknowledged it. I mean, that's the truth. I did send her a risky text, you know, but I accidentally sent them to Michelle. But we ain't been physical yet. You could be mad at me. I mean, at the end of the day.
Would you do that since you're a man? Would you say some of the things to Alan that David said? You would say all that? That's real talk. Seriously, would you say?
I wouldn't have been there. So probably.
I'm just saying, if this was you and your buddy, would you say all that? Like, yeah, just all casual? Yeah, I sent her the text. For real?
No, I'm going to tell him I need to have a conversation. I mean, the conversation is going to go literally like that. There's no what's the nicer way to say, hey, bro, you want to sit down? Don't be mad, but me and your girl been working out and we kind of like each other. How we gonna say it? There's no other way to say it. My girl that already put a bug in your ear that something going on with you and his woman. So it's no need to come all soft. Alan was already mad. He already out there drunk.
Flowers for Me says one was a man, Allen, and the other was a man child, David.
Okay, I mean, like I said, it's a bad circle. They under bad circumstances. You got This ain't. This is. He cheated. He didn't. If I cheat on my wife, I cheated. David, this is. It's just messed up.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean in quotations? He cheated. What's
They
this?
ain't really married.
No.
Ain't no real connection. They paperwork married.
He emotionally cheated.
Okay, he emotionally cheated, yeah, but
Yeah.
this is a paper marriage. This ain't real life. We really been through some deep stuff. My mama love you. This is if they separated tomorrow, the family's gonna be like, oh, cuz went on. That's just you just gonna be the cousin that got married on TV and got divorced. He a fool. That's it. It ain't nobody gonna be like, where's Madison?
Romel says David is childish. Cassandra says he can be super dominant, aggressive, and they are married. It's legal. So let me show y'all something else. Do y'all believe in the who did you guys see the after party?
Yep.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. Well, there was a someone who watches the show. You know how the people who watch the show. She was like a therapist and someone who reads Zodiac signs at the same time. So I pulled the Zodiac signs. Hold on. Let me take this off. And I have their pictures right here. Okay, so here we go. Scorpio and Virgo. Y'all pay attention because this is going to be something similar.
Oh no.
Madison, Scorpio, Allen, Virgo. Michelle, Scorpio. David, Leo. So they're both Scorpios.
And I'm a Leo. Oh, Leo this.
Can't stand a Leo man.
Scorpios and Leos will probably only get together in the bedroom. Other than that, probably I don't know about that.
Well, Madison's a Scorpio and so is Michelle. So I guess somebody's missing out, right? Then you have Emem Ikechi. She's a Leo, the lion, and he's a Sagittarius. Then you have Karla and Juan. Karla is also a Leo, like Emem, and Juan is an Aquarius. And then you have Camille and Thomas. He's an Aquarius. I mean, she's an Aquarius, and he's a Scorpio.
So
there's a lot of similarities.
So he weird, she weird, and he nasty on the low. So okay, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, they need to have a little bit more variety with these.
Anyways, so I mean, I thought it was very interesting. The retreat house always brings the honeymoons is the honeymoon and the retreat house always brings some drama every time. So I mean, so after all that, that's when Allen got up and he punched the cabinet. And he punched something else, and
heard it.
He was really upset. And then he walked outside. To calm down. M came out, Juan came out. I think he should have been okay to scream and holler whatever he needed to do because they was like, calm down, to get all that aggression out.
Yeah,
because he really hurt. He's like, I left her. Just pay $3,000 for some clothes. And all this.
You big
he
dummy.
He mad.
That's what he mad about.
He mad about money. He wasn't mad about.
That's what he mad about.
He mad about the money.
I know. Crafting Virgo, I don't know if he's an August Virgo, September Virgo. I'm on the cusp of Virgo and Libra.
I mean, I'm a Leo and I'm married to a Virgo. And we literally are not supposed to work. It's our compatibility is like low on the astrology scale. The only way it work if she let me lead, basically. And if you have your daughter a Virgo, it's hard for them to let anybody do anything.
Well, like I said, I can be very long-winded. Okay. That's September. that's September. But anyways, I'm glad Allen decided or suggested that he take an Uber back home and he come get his stuff later. But I also thought it was interesting. He came back in the house. He's like, bet not nobody be in the house.
Be in my room.
Homegirl got me messed up.
She was like, what?
But then she was like, does he want a conversation? Does it look like he want a
No.
conversation?
Like,
He
see,
be-
And
that's why y'all be getting. That's why y'all be on the news. You trying to talk to somebody that's going
he
off.
said on the news
You see, David didn't even come in until after he left.
at all.
I
But here's
mean,
the
he
thing.
wasn't gonna do nothing. Allen was already yelling and mad and said "F you," and he ain't do. David sit right there. If he was gonna do something, he's sitting
That's true.
down.
Because he was
Yeah.
like, F you and F her. He's like, F me. Yeah, he said F you. I thought
Allen
that
was drunk. Allen was drunk, but Allen
it don't
wasn't
matter.
stupid. He wasn't
It don't
stupid.
matter.
He was like, "Well, I would get physical, but you are actually kind of big, so I'm gonna just chill and I'm gonna go
Like
upstairs
I
and
was
I'm gonna."
saying earlier. No.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier offline to Miss Courtney, what I said was, now if anybody goes to the gym on a regular basis, it's Madison. Because Madison looked like whether she work out or does
Yeah.
yoga, whatever.
She got some guns on her.
Right. But David, I think he goes occasionally. I think David's just swole. He's not like Jim. He's just naturally a big dude. Some people are just
Yeah.
naturally a big guy. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, that's David. And just
He's
because you
keeping
big,
it toned.
that don't mean you can fight.
That's true, but I mean, I don't feel like even if he'd have swung on David, you stupid. What'd you fight him for? For what? This
Right.
girl don't like you. You wasting your time. You just gonna go to jail or you gonna get charges pressed on you or he gonna probably, because if I'm David, if I ain't got no money, oh Allen, you got the jag and you punched me, sue, lawsuit, and it's on TV. This cash money millionaire, you might as well go and sell that jag because I'm coming for it. Thank you,
Right.
Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for getting him riled up. I just got a new condo off Allen. Thank you very much.
Right. I can move out to his basement.
Millennial Cassandra says they need a good Aries on the show. Not you.
How did this show survive with all them Leos though? Like
Look, not you.
them can't be August Leos because ain't no way. Them
Well,
can't
they're
be.
Leos and Scorpios. Flowers from me says because you're big doesn't mean you can fight. Exactly. Miss Omega agrees with you, Devontae. Romel says hopefully David and Madison have fun, but God don't like ugly. Okay, exactly.
I mean,
Eddie,
was it really ugly though?
David went to the gym every day and not a muscle in sight. Oh, Flowers from me says shout out to all the. It catch you, Gemini?
Oh,
No, I'm
that's
just
why.
joking.
See, that's
No,
why
it's
flower.
not.
That's why
Not.
flower. That's why flowers like everybody. We don't know what this flowers today. You know the Geminis be switching. So this flowers today is team Michelle. Tomorrow they gonna be team David. They don't know what they want to do.
Flowers for me. I agreed with you early in the conversation. Team David is the hater today.
Well, what am I hate? I ain't hating though. I agree with everybody saying that Allen was the real victim. I agree that them cheating was bad, but I just think it's a messed up situation. They victim of circumstance. It's a victim of circumstance. It just don't make sense. They might get married. What if they get married though, and it actually work? Everybody gonna be like,
right. Wait, Romel says, talking to you, ma'am, Cassandra, you're our family. If you get a Chris or David or Ike, we have to fly to Vegas and mop up. Y'all, please. You know, it's going to be one of those things like introducing the show. Like, due to production, we're down a cast member. You don't even have to come out here. Just letting you know. Flower says, I maintain Team David is a champion hater.
all right, Michelle.
Madison has wide shoulders and no hips. What'd you say, Miss Omega? Hold up, Devontae. I'm
hollering.
Okay.
I'm hollering. That's Eddie, bro. Eddie comedy. Hey, yeah, Madison is built kind of strong. Like,
yeah, she got some nice. I saw her arms. I'm like, oh yeah.
I was shocked that Michelle went to the back. Are we gonna talk? I was like,
no.
I'm surprised Madison ain't really snap on Michelle. And I feel like everybody been nice to Michelle because if I was there and I'd be like, look, Michelle, real spill. Why do you act like you care? We watch you on the bus, on the honeymoon. All you do is complain.
Everywhere.
You is not nobody favorite. Let's be real. Every time you come around, you suck the life out the party.
No,
You're not
Mhm.
fun.
disagree. I gotta have to just yes, that's true, but Madison doesn't have the place to say that, especially since she hadn't been home since the honeymoon. So what she get no. No, she can't say nothing too.
But it seemed like Madison closer to the girls than Michelle is. I think Michelle just be there.
Maybe.
I guarantee they all talk about Michelle when she leave. I guarantee that's it.
You know that.
I know they all do. When I know they get today. Like, oh, thank God.
Because Michelle was in the beginning. Michelle, from the beginning up till now, has been a Debbie Downer. You know, they talked about like, oh, she's calling me again. But again, this situation kind of like, in a lot of ways, for me, supersedes what she was saying because I mean they're married regardless. And David,
but the producers are wrong. Y'all doing it wrong, producers. You got two black women on the show, and the white women going crazy. You supposed to cut to the scene with the two black women talking. That's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see the real commentary because Camille and Emem was like, girl. That's what we wanted to see because I know them conversations between them. I thought me and Ikechi was bad. We ain't got nothing on them for the first time. It ain't us for real.
For the first time.
Right? For the first time.
They acting.
It's Black History Month.
At least Ikechi don't show up. Allen kicking cabinets.
Upset.
Drunk, toe
all
up.
right. So to wrap this up, y'all did what's coming up next week, right? All the experts are going to be on the show next week.
Yeah.
Ike is going to be on the show next week, sitting next to Emem. He gets upset. He walks away, which, shocker, when doesn't he ever walk away, right?
Because you don't want to hear the truth.
Right. When Dr. Pepper, Dr. P, and Pastor Cal confront David and Madison sit on that sofa, talking about, so has there been any sexual connection? And David said no. Dr. P was like, who do you think you fooling? You know what she wanted to say.
You're lying.
I feel like they cut that scene though. I feel like they're gonna say no and they're gonna roll with it. I feel like they cut it to make it seem like she was about to call them out, like they was cheating. But just because you think I'm cheating and that's maybe something you would do, that don't mean we did it. I mean, we could have literally we wasn't physical. Yeah, I lied before, but I didn't lie before. No, but it's
always something though when Dr. Pepper comes, because Dr. Pepper's only there like for the matchmaking special. She's hardly ever during the whole show. When they're all sitting down together, she must have heard something. So they got them all together.
She got to get up in there.
I hope M go off on the experts. Don't waste your time with Ikechi. Go off on these experts that put a man that chased the show. That's a red flag. Any man that chases a TV show to be married and will move a different state, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To be on a show, you think there's nobody on the green earth. If you didn't get picked, most people think if I get picked, it's meant to be. If I don't get picked, it ain't meant to be. He forced himself on here and then been terrible ever since. So I would be mad at them. Why did y'all let this fool get on this show? And why y'all not doing extensive background checks? Y'all on season what? What season is this?
18.
Y'all need to do background checks. You know everybody that want to be on TV for. It's crazy people out here. You cannot just have people just come and interview. Y'all need to do background check jobs, check rent if they got a spot. They need to have at least 2 of those, and then maybe do a couple therapy sessions to see. Well, like, okay, she might got a little trauma, but it ain't nothing that she can't get married with.
Right. Well,
if they would have did that, Michelle wouldn't have been a candidate. Why? She can't be around the pole.
Flowers for me says, I hope Emem take a flamethrower to Ikechi's mole.
That's the only thing we're gonna agree with.
Right.
Oh my goodness. So, well, that was really the end of the episode. It was real messy. It was all over the place. It was mainly Michelle, Madison, David, Allen, Michelle, David, Madison, David.
I'm low key on the after show. Keisha, why you lying talking about you feel sorry for Allen and Matt and Michelle? Now you know you only feel sorry for Allen. Keisha, I couldn't believe you when you said that. I feel sorry for I said, Michelle, Keisha. But I'm saying this whole time, then I ain't gonna say nothing else. But this whole time, why ain't nobody called Michelle out? I feel like it's all these women on the show. Why ain't nobody caught like, girl, come on, you ain't gotta treat that man like that. Like I know that he ain't what you thought you should be getting, but for you to be treating him like he's less than a human, you treat him worse than a dog. You wake up, you don't talk to him. You say if he do talk, why are you talking to me? And then now you're all of a sudden concerned about who he texting. Let me see the phone. I ain't showing you my phone. You don't pay my bill. Who is you? You ain't even my wife for real. This is paperwork. At this point, I don't know you. You don't know me. I don't even know why. First of all, David, why'd you go see her family? Why? I'm not going to see these people. It don't make no sense for me to go. Production would have had to triple time, overtime me. I'm not coming for. You want to go see my mama? For what? You don't talk to me.
Oh, that's right.
Where we going?
That's right. I'm sorry. Devontae, that's right. Orlando says they had someone who had a warrant for the rest on the show. That's right. That was Houston.
Exactly. What was the light skinned girl? Yeah.
Remember that? So they don't vet people as well as they should. Because if anything, you want to know
when they gonna start vetting until they really put somebody dangerous on the show that's like that's really got a mental issue. So that means they basically willing to put people's life in danger because they not vetting the people. They not doing no background check. That's dangerous. And then you got people like Dr. Pepper saying that Driving Miss Daisy was a love story.
That's a classic. It will always be a classic.
That's a classic. Right? Always go down. Exactly.
Yep. So
at this point, they need nephew Tommy. I'm sorry. He got better success than them.
So, all right. Well, that's the end of the episode. Hopefully, I'll see everybody next week. Don't forget, if you're watching Flowers for Me. We watched Married at First Sight Australia a couple years ago. I haven't got back into it, so I'm not sure if anybody else watches it or not.
Is their success rate high? Probably not.
No, because they're allowed to cheat and couple swap on that show. That's their thing.
Oh, they get to do that for real?
Yeah.
They need to bring that to them. They need to let that go to America then. Look, it worked out. It should be 2 weeks you get your partner, then 2 weeks do you want to swap? If not, go ahead and finish the experiment.
But anyways, that was this episode. Hopefully everyone can join me next week. Also, a reminder, if you have the OWN network and you are watching Family or Fiance.
That episode Saturday, I was like,
wait, hold on. I'm going to tell y'all this. I will continue to make the videos, but I will probably throw in a live next week too. Because
we need a live about that first one.
Right, you needed an emergency live on that first. Soon as it started, I was like, "Rewind! Wait a minute, family funeral. How you meet at wait a minute, family?
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all emergency live. If you're available, I have time Sunday afternoon. I will do one then. Y'all think about it. Okay. You have time Sunday?
I'll let you know.
Or no?
Yeah, I'll do.
Yeah.
Message me. It would be. I could do it early because I know y'all.
I'm glad you didn't say Saturday. I'm going to see Keith Sweat.
No. I could do it like by 6 p.m. you guys' time.
Okay.
Yeah. Saturday we going to see Anthony Hamilton.
Okay. Did you see Dr. Pia had a baby?
I knew she was pregnant, but I didn't know.
Yeah, she had the baby in December. I think December.
Okay.
She was pregnant. Was she pregnant like during this?
Very early. Very early.
Very early. Yeah.
I was about to say I couldn't tell. I just thought she was just always a little thick.
Yeah. All right. So look out for the Family or Fiance. Like I'm still gonna do a video, but I'm gonna do live too. So because we do need to talk about that first episode because I was hot with that. But anyways, y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining live and in the chat and on the replay. So I'll see y'all in the next one.
Don't forget to like the like.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.